Hey guys, Happy New Year. It's me, Jan, Acquire.Fi CEO, the Finnish Viking. Yes, I gave myself a new nickname, the Finnish Viking. Anyway, it's back. It's good to be back. Markets have been pumping. ETFs came out. A lot of good stuff have been happening. I wanted to make this video just to cover few things on the markets, see where the market is going, take an overlook what's happening with AcquireFi, and maybe predict also some undervalued secondaries that we should be focusing on at the moment. But yeah, let's dive in. First of all, I think the BTC ETF event was very bullish. I'm very bullish still. I still think, despite we didn't see a god candle or anything else, it's gonna be in the long term very, very, very good for BTC. There's gonna be enormous amount of liquidity coming in from big players, and that means that the markets are gonna mature a little bit more. So there's not gonna be a more that much anymore pump and dumping, so to say. The grandpas are here. The grandpas are here. Don't worry. They will stick here and they will slowly take it up towards the top. But yeah, my prediction is that we're gonna stay in the 40, 41, 45 range for a while, and then eventually once we slash 45, we're gonna really slash it. On the AcquireFi front, I think this year overall we saw it's been very, very active. Like on the secondaries market, you can see from here. Of course, on the Christmas Eve, nothing really happened in the first week, but after that, it's been like constant flow of different things coming to our books. Especially gaming is very hot. Some of the gaming guilds or gaming VCs that were founded in 2018, 2019, they unfortunately have to liquidate, so they're looking for new owners of their SAFT and safes. So that's going to be very interesting to see. But overall, I see the secondaries market to heat up a little bit more and more. Manta has been very hot. Eigenlayer, of course. Risk Zero, I saw some things. And I have to go here. Outlayer. Oh man. So I had Outlayer in my books during the summer. No one wanted it. I was very oversold at some point. And yesterday it got news that it will be listed on Binance. And guess what? We still have it. We still have a seller. So let's see if we can somehow find a price or a new owner for this Outlayer SAFT. But yeah, very interesting. On the M&A side, we listed this Lift.io marketplace for sale. And I think what's happening on the M&A side overall in Web3 is that people are understanding like, hey, finally, let's not build everything from scratch. Let's start buying out. And I think what these guys built is something that is very meaningful, especially on the GameFi side. Like if you are a project that just raised $5 to $10 million, I would definitely buy this shit because you would jumpstart your community in such a different level, and you would have access to all their tech and overall, like, damn, like I think they're integrated into all different chains. Let's see. Yep. All different chains here. But I like overall, like if you're a VC, if you're a founder that just raised money and you have a shit ton of money in your treasury, I would start buying out technologies. And this is a good technology to buy because this is a very good software. You can use it to whatever you want. And overall on the M&A side, this year will be very active. I think once you realize that, hey, it takes a very long time to build something from scratch, buy it out instead. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys Lifty. It's basically a gamify slash NFT marketplace, and it's for sale at the moment. Yeah, you can contact me or Harrison if you guys want want to look at it more closer. On the fundraising side, usually the first week is quite blah. We can't really say anything. My friends that are in funds, they usually are in ski resorts at the moment, drinking champagne, going to parties, blah blah blah. They're still having their hangovers from Christmas. I think the end of January is when the actual money comes in, and I could see a very big uptick during next weeks because that's when the big guys have basically come back and be like, all right, hey, let me get that check done. Anyway, very interesting stuff happening. Last year wasn't that good for funding. This year, I expect that the funding is going to come back, and there's going to be a lot of projects that you and me are going to be investing in. Also, on the latest funding rounds, like I see more and more these Series A rounds going for bigger amounts. Usually, Series A is when a startup has come and they have their MVP. So they have a minimal viable product, they have some users, they have traction, they have everything, and they're actually producing money. But lately, I think more and more of these Series A plays are coming in play because Series C, Series B is so jacked up. Like there's nothing really to invest in. So I think everything from seed, angels, Series A, maybe even Series B, but Series A is going to be where the money is going to be. Like no one really wants yet to fund any Series B, Series C, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting when that starts to happen again. Um, there's one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that's Aleo. I I just think it's fine. Like first of all, you had Manta. Manta went from nothing to more than what $600 million. Yeah, I think that $900 million TVL. Uh, Basically, a layer two out of nothing. And in the summer, you could buy Manta secondaries for $250 million FDV, and now they're worth $1.3 billion FDV. So that's a good multiplier. That's like 4x, 5x, sometimes even 5x. Yeah, think about that. But yeah, I think one, let's say third generation layer one, layer two, that is not being spoken about is Aleo that's going to be launching. Um, they don't really have any. Uh, you, you can't you can't farm it yet that well, but I think there's going to be a lot of secondary transactions coming soon. And I'm very picky on this one. I've been working to get an allocation for 6 months, and I think will have the possibility to offer that to Acquire.Fi family. So let's see. But I think everyone there watching this, Aleo is very undervalued. They have a huge war chest, and whoever says that you cannot list with a $300 million war chest on Binance, on Coinbase, and so forth, I would definitely buy these out on the secondaries market. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I'm definitely looking for opportunities to get into Aleo before anyone else. And I know that the big guys have been going on, they raised a bunch of money, but I still think they're very much undervalued. And I think I'm going to be trying to get some secondaries transactions through and get some Aleo. I'm very bullish. Third generation blockchain. Um, just a quick note. Why I took Mara. Mara came out yesterday on our secondaries books. Mara was very hot during FTX heat because Mara was supposed to be the white label product of Africa. So Mara was supposed to use the FTX engine. They were supposed to launch, and they were supposed to be the number one exchange in Africa doing trades and perps, but they haven't launched yet. And we finally got some Mara safe and safts for sale. To be honest, I think it's a good buy. I think Africa overall, when I worked with Paxful, Africa was one of our largest markets. So if Mara can deliver, I think it is a good buy. I think it's a good buy. I think it's undervalued, and I think if there is an exchange that can do OTC derivatives and perps in Africa, and they can deliver, Mara is going to be the one. Other than that, Risk Zero, we saw some traction lately. I don't know if you guys have been following Risk Zero. In the summer, it was very hot. Then there was a period when no one wanted it again. But then, now again, everything ZK technologies, everything around ZK technologies is hot. So let's see what will happen. Manta, well, you guys know my take on Manta, but I think it's kind of funny. 2 months ago, you could buy Manta for 250 million FDV, and no one wanted it. And now, if you want to buy Manta, you have to pay $1.4 billion for it, FDV. Think about that. Yeah. So I think if you can predict some of these trends before anyone else on the secondaries market, you can make decent amount of money. And there's always someone willing to trade these secondaries. There's always someone wanting to let go of their safe or safts. And I think overall this year will be very good for secondaries because there's going to be a lot of products, projects, and funds that need to liquidate because of their time when they funded their funds. Usually a hedge fund is 5 years or a fund is 5 years. And after 5 years, they need to liquidate. And I can see that already happening in the market. And I think there's going to be a lot of good value opportunities where you can scoop up these different safe and safts and basically make a good multiplier. And sometimes even, for example, with Manta, you could have a token launch, token goes up, you have the tokens locked, and you can make a hedge with hedging strategy and so forth. But yeah, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to make one of these videos every week. There's gonna be a later on AMA probably with Ken today about real world assets and the use cases around it. But yeah, hey, follow me on Twitter. Join our Telegram channel, and if you have any Web3 company for sale, let me know. You can always contact me or Harrison, and I'm always there to deliver. Thank you.